or visit them online spmhired.com or find them on Instagram.
Looking for meat and groceries? Look no further than Waris Food Store in Walthamstow. Visit the store to view our special Ramadan offers. 420 Hull Street, Walthamstow, E17 9AA. Or for free delivery, call us on 0208 521 0000. We have fresh deliveries of poultry and vegetables every day. Waris Food Store in Walthamstow.
Reliance Solicitors fight to protect your legal rights. Our firm offers a wide range of services including immigration, family law, commercial law, civil litigation, personal injury, landlord and tenant disputes and employment law. Visit us at 602A High Road, 7 Kings, Ilford, IG3 8BU or call 0207 183 5439. Reliance Solicitors, where every client matters.
Britain Solicitors in East Ham, the name you can trust. We provide services in immigration, family law, landlord and tenant matters, commercial leases and civil litigation. We also deal in personal injury claims and road traffic accidents. Call us on 0203 475 7845 or visit us at 62 Barking Road, East Ham, E6 3BP.
Ramadan FM 2018.
The voice of British Muslims.
Atlantic Distributions. Whether it is frozen fish, marinated Lahori masala fish or lamb offals, we have them available at very competitive prices. We are wholesale suppliers to restaurants, butchers and caterers. Visit us at 51 to 53 Upton Lane, London, E7 9PA. Contact us on 07415 474 185.
Usman needs the adhesive to work. If not, his day will be a disaster.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is Talk Sport with Zain Ahmed. My guest for this afternoon is Muhiddin Abu Bakr, amateur MMA fighter from Plaistow in East London, looking to become pro. Assalamu alaikum Muhiddin, how you doing?
Walaikum salam. Alhamdulillah, I'm fine. And yourself?
Alhamdulillah, I'm alright, man. Just it's talk show, man. How's Ramadan going for you, bro?
Alhamdulillah, can't complain. You know.
Okay. And are you fasting?
Yeah, of course.
Mashallah, mashallah. Okay, cool, man. So, about MMA, when did you start?
Started training when I was about maybe 9, 10, but I wasn't like training properly. It was just something I'd do, like
as a hobby and stuff.
Yeah, it was a hobby, but at the same time it was like a burden. Like if my mom would tell me to go,
okay,
I'd rather be at home playing. You know what I'm saying?
All right,
that kind of thing.
Okay, cool, man. And why did you start it, MMA?
Just I used to always get into fights. Used to always get into trouble.
Okay, what, in school and just on the streets and stuff, yeah?
Mainly in school.
Okay.
Yeah, just always fighting, man. So I had to channel that.
What are the benefits in MMA for yourself, man?
I think it's a lot different to what it looks from the outside. You know what I mean? Yeah, just more confident, more disciplined. There's a lot of benefits that people don't see. You know what I mean? People just see like just what there is to actually see, and that's just the sport. So they don't see what comes with it
and the fight itself.
Yeah, that's what they see. You know what I mean?
So would you say there's an element of discipline in it as well?
Definitely, man. You gotta be disciplined. It teaches you to be disciplined, and also it requires a lot of discipline to do well. You know what I mean? Because you're sacrificing a lot. You gotta do things that a lot of people my age wouldn't be doing. For something. You know what I mean?
So what's your training regime look like? So when you're not actually training at your place, what do you do outside of training? So, for example, you got an off day. What would you do to upkeep your sporting
usually
physique?
I'll take that one day off because I'm training like 6 days.
Okay, not too strenuous.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm always like training. Try to train 6 days a week. Take that one day off.
Okay.
And just next day I'm straight back.
And usually for training itself, how many times do you do it a week at your place or your club?
I'll train 6 days a week.
Oh, really? All right, cool, man. All right. As a Muslim, where do you see yourself in the next few years?
Hopefully a better Muslim, that's for starters.
Okay.
Yeah, I just try to, like, a lot of people, like, in the sport I'm in, like, I meet a lot of people from all over the country, you know what I mean?
Okay.
And other countries as well, so, and for us it might seem like we see Muslims every day in East London, but
Exactly.
for some of these people they don't see Muslims, so the only thing they do see of Muslims is what's shown to them in the media, you know what I mean? So it's like I always try to like just let them know there's a different side to Islam and Muslims aren't what they're portrayed to be, you know what I mean?
No, 100%. So you've seen some sporting icons, so like local. I don't know if you heard of Khalid Ismail.
Yeah,
he's an MMA fighter and stuff. He's trained at the LDG gym near Chadwell Heath.
Yes.
You got Khalid Ismail, and to me you got Khabib as well.
Yeah.
Who's a profound player in sport at the moment. Do you want to go pro? Because I believe you're amateur at the moment, aren't you?
Yeah, inshallah. I know Khalid like a bit. Yeah, personally I know him.
Okay.
So yeah, see each other, give each other salam and that.
Okay, mashallah.
Yeah, he's good, man, and he's like, you can see his influence on people.
100%.
Especially he's Moroccan, so it's not like they ain't got the most, you know, like biggest, the greatest like they ain't got the greatest amount of fighters there or.
No, 100%.
So it's always like it's a platform for him to, you know what I mean, to spread whatever he wants to spread. And same with Khabib. Obviously, Russia is like, it's big there, but it's still like opportunity for him to, you know, give that one, just
definitely,
you know, help people out, man.
So how many bouts have you had so far in your amateur career?
I've had about 24 in total.
Wow, mashallah. Okay, and when did you start doing amateur bouts itself, like
I start my first
MMA fights?
my first MMA bout was my first like proper MMA bout was like last September, so I've had 4.
Okay.
But I've been fighting. My first fight was I think when I was 14 or 15. 14 or 15.
Yep.
I think when I was about 14 or 15, that was my first bout.
And what did you what club were you representing at that time?
At the time, I was at a small kickboxing gym. Well, I'm not there now, but and that first, I still remember that first competition. Is like nerves were just all over the place.
It's crazy nerves, isn't it?
Yeah, man.
Oh my gosh. But also, I just want to talk about currently in like the news and stuff, and in our area, especially East London, you got West London, North London, the whole of London. There's like a huge amount of knife crime. Do you think by executing and putting your time into sport, it definitely kept you off the streets and gave you maybe a better life?
Yeah, definitely.
Than,
man.
like, for example, going down one of them roads and
definitely
getting yourself hurt.
Definitely, 100%. Because for me, I was always like troublemaker at school. You know what I mean? Like I knew my limits, but it was always like fighting. And if I was getting into that stuff now, it would be like knives would be involved, guns would be involved. You know what I mean? And now, alhamdulillah, like even if I was gonna do that stuff, I ain't even got time to do that stuff because I'm always in the gym. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, 100%. So people know if I'm not at college, they know where to find me. You know what I mean? Yeah. So they know where I'm. Yeah. So they know where I'm at. So
it's basically turning that negative into a positive. Really,
yeah, definitely, man. And I think there's a lot of people, the ones that are involved in that want to take out their aggression for whatever reason. The ring's always open, man. You know what I mean?
100%, man.
Yeah, so
that's what we need. I think we need to push that out.
Yeah, definitely.
For all the viewers listening, I think they should try to turn that negative into a positive.
Yeah,
and start doing MMA, boxing, contact sport, for example, if they want to get some aggression out.
Yeah, definitely, man. Even if they're not trying to compete or do it as a career or whatever, even just to, you know, just do it. Like, instead of that 3 hours you're spending outside, loitering around, looking for trouble.
100%. You can turn that negative into a positive.
Go get in the gym, start training.
Exactly. You look better as well, feel better.
Definitely, man.
Oh, wicked, man. But, all right. So, in the future, as I was saying before, where do you see yourself, and what weight would you like to fight at?
I think, so I'm 19 now, so there's a bit more growing to do, but I still think that I can probably stay at the same weight that I'm at now, so 57.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll get harder as time goes, but I think for my body type, my size, 57 is where I want to be, inshallah. Yeah.
Inshallah. Okay, cool, man. Being a Muslim, how do you think that influences you if you were to be a professional fighter in the future? Do you think you're going to have to look at what you do? Like, you see notable fighters in this day and age, like you see Conor McGregor, and you see, what's my man's name?
Floyd Mayweather.
You can see Floyd Mayweather, and you see all these icons that gain a lot of fame by doing things that aren't supposed to be done. Really, in terms of being a Muslim, it's not really looked upon as right.
Yeah, I think the stuff they they've got their name from splashing money and like, but splashing it on the wrong things. You know what I mean? So like alcohol, women, that kind of stuff. Yeah, I think that's like, it's not even about how people are gonna see me. It's just like me being true to myself. You know what I mean?
100%.
So like, I'm not gonna avoid alcohol because next man's gonna judge me. I'm gonna avoid alcohol because for my own reasons. You know what I mean? As in, not because of other people, because it's true to myself. If something's wrong, if I believe something's wrong, I'm gonna stop it for my own sake rather than for other people. You know what I mean?
Okay. All right. What other sports do you like apart from MMA and kickboxing and stuff?
I only watch combat sports.
So you like combat sport only?
Yeah,
No
that's it,
football,
man.
no rugby?
No. I used to watch football and I used to play football.
All right.
If you asked me about 15 years ago, I would've
What
told
team do you support, man?
Man U, but I haven't watched football in years and I don't.
They lost yesterday, man. They lost against Chelsea 1-0 in the penalties. But
I don't have a clue what's going on right now in football,
exactly, man. Exactly. So during Ramadan,
yeah,
do you keep up your training?
I do usually, but just this time it just coincided with exams,
Okay.
so it's like everything's a
So
bit on
priority
pause.
took it over,
Yeah,
yeah.
just for now, and then, but yeah, and usually I do carry on training in Ramadan. I don't push it like I usually do, but I do train.
And
fairly
as
hard.
a sportsman, diet is like a big thing. So I was wondering, for all the viewers and people listening out there, what's your diet like, and how do you upkeep it?
It's a problem. When I've got a fight coming up,
Okay.
I usually, like now my next fight will be a while away, so I don't need to maintain anything. I can just enjoy myself right now, eat what I want, get a bit. Right now I'm very out of shape, fat. Yeah,
Okay.
but yeah, when I've got a fight coming up, I'll maintain, like, for me, alhamdulillah, because I'm not too far off my weight. I don't have like a crazy cut to do or anything
Exactly.
to get down to my weight, and I've got good metabolism, so like my weight falls off. So for me, it's more about like the last 2 weeks when I need to fix up. But throughout, I try to just avoid the rubbish foods.
Okay.
But when I have to avoid it, it's like the last 2 weeks when I've got that last bit of weight to.
And what do you
go.
usually eat in them 2 weeks?
It's just vegetables and meat, man, and fish and that kind of stuff. It's like, yeah, it's different to how I was eating before
vegetables,
that.
meat and fish, exactly.
Yeah, just
so no fried food.
Yeah, none of that. No carbs.
No fizzy drinks.
That's
sodas.
No
fries. No chicken and chips. None of that.
None
Yeah.
of that,
Okay,
none of
cool,
that.
man. Now I was wondering, because we got a lot of people out there as well, which is another big thing, is keeping up your health and keeping up. Like a big thing now is obviously we have a lot of social media, and on social media we have a lot of pictures posted of people with really good figures and stuff.
Yeah.
So I was saying, what would be your advice? Because I've seen a few of your bouts and you look pretty ripped, man. I was saying, what would be your advice for people to look better, and especially our Muslim brothers who don't maintain a good diet, especially in Ramadan when we've got wala pakora and samosa for iftar? What would be your advice for them during iftar and suhoor, and for them to make a benefit out of Ramadan?
Yeah, man. Just like I was just thinking about this a few days ago, because I remember the first day of Tarawih, so the day before Ramadan.
Okay.
Before our first fast, like in the masjid, they were doing a fundraiser, and they were saying like, in Gaza right now, 97% of water is not fit for drinking.
Subhanallah. So
I was thinking to myself after that, like from then I was thinking, like, and then every time I'm eating, I'm just thinking, I'm just eating, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm still doing, like last night, so I was eating a lot, and I was just thinking, do I really need to be eating this much?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And you need to ask yourself, if people out there are barely eating for weeks on weeks, do you really need to eat as much as you?
Exactly.
And you know, that's like a reminder for myself first and foremost, because yeah, I'm not exactly eating a little bit either, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, it's like, just take care of your health, because a lot of the older generation now, like, they didn't do sport, they didn't do physical
100%.
activity back home and whatever. They just ate whatever they want, and they're still eating whatever. But now, like, how many of my grandparents, great uncles, great aunties can I name that don't have diseases?
100%.
You know what I mean?
That is such a good point, because you got one big factor, especially in the Asian community, and you got the subcontinent as well. We got diabetes, which is like normal.
Yeah.
Diabetes is it's like something normal, but in reality, it's actually a disease.
Yeah, I'm just waiting to get it.
But that's what I'm saying. For me, both my sides of my grandparents have it, so I have a very high likelihood of developing type 2 diabetes. So that's another thing. I think you need to watch what you eat, and then also just be, I think, humble with it.
Yeah, man. It's just, I was just thinking myself yesterday. I was thinking, like, I was eating and my belly was getting full, but I'm still eating. I'm thinking, now I'm not even eating because I'm hungry. I'm eating because it tastes nice.
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
what I mean?
Or the sake of it. You're
Yeah,
just
so
because
it's
it's
like,
in front of you.
it's not
so
good,
just
man.
basically be more humble about it.
Yeah, it's just greed, you know what I mean? And it's not necessary, because what is the point, really and truly? What is the point?
Definitely. Okay, cool. And so where you train at the moment is in Plaster, right?
In Manor Park, and I train in Leighton as well.
So Manor Park and Leighton.
Yeah.
And in your club, your MMA club, right? Are there like a prominent amount of Muslims there?
Yeah, because it's East London.
Okay. And do they fight quite frequently?
Yeah,
as
some
well?
of them do, some don't. Yeah.
And are they all looking to become professional and stuff?
Not all of them. Some are. Everyone's in the sport for different things. I mean, just like you said, some just literally do it just for the sake of health,
upkeep or health, or looking good, or
exactly,
knowing how to fight and stuff. Okay, another thing I want to ask you was that, was there so being a sportsman,
yep,
and I'm just saying for the Muslim brothers out there,
yeah,
so you're a sportsman, right? And
yep.
also you said that you had to prioritize college over your training at the moment.
It's mainly just for this last moment, you know what I mean? Just like I never stopped training throughout college.
Like, no, exactly. But I was saying for the aspect of education.
Yeah.
So you're still studying, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and what are you studying, bro?
Law, sociology, and RS.
Okay, cool, man. So exactly. So what would be your advice to people out there who think they got conflicting ideas between studying and sport? What would you say?
They can work together. As
Exactly.
in you can still train and you can still study. Of course, it's gonna be harder if you're like me. I'm not gonna lie and say that I've been like on top of my education like I should have been, or like someone who's just doing education would be. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But it's kind of like I kind of put training I put more emphasis on my training, really and truly. But it's just something that I just needed to do. Just like as long as I finish college, it's out of the way. At least there's something there. You know what I mean? And if I ever needed to go do something in the future, it's there. But there are people there that are training and they are like working hard in college and education.
And going to university and stuff.
Yeah, and stuff like that, man.
Okay, cool. No, because I was just saying, in this day and age, we've got a lot of conflicting ideas, because you've got people who only study, or you've got people who say that they want to go into sports, and then maybe further down the line, they don't get the sporting opportunities that they wished. And then it's basically brought them back to square one. Yeah. And then they look like, and they think, you know what?
And they're 10 years behind, yeah.
I should have. So I think one thing I would advise to Muslim brothers and sisters out there is that, you know what? I think studying is always good to fall back on, because anything can happen. Like there was one guy that one of my uncle's friends, he was basically was it Golden Gloves? But that's the Golden Gloves are in America. But I think he was schoolboy champion.
Okay.
For boxing, and what happened? He was boxing and he fractured part of his hand. And when he fractured part of his hand, he couldn't really use that again.
Yeah.
So he couldn't really form a fist, and because he couldn't do that, he stopped boxing.
Yeah.
And that literally shattered his career, and it became basically like someone who really didn't want to do anything, fall into depression and stuff. So I think it's always good to have a game plan.
Yeah, it's always good to have a backup plan.
Or a life plan and stuff.
Yeah, definitely, because it's like anything can happen, man. It's like not even in sport, man. You can just be walking on the road and boom, get hit by a car.
Or something, yeah, exactly.
That's it. And then you're like, while you were trying to build yourself up for that big opportunity, set you back 10 years, and then it's not even there anymore, man.
Cool. So one question for you, man. If you had a bout during Ramadan, would you be fasting and you would fight?
I wouldn't take a bout in Ramadan for many reasons. The first one being, I would never not fast for a bout.
Okay.
I would just, I got offered to fight in France in Ramadan. I got offered a few months ago, and I said I'm going to be fasting.
Okay.
So I haven't fought in France. I've only fought abroad once, but
so that was an opportunity for you.
Yeah, it was an opportunity for me, a nice opportunity to fight in France, all expenses. You know what I mean? So I'd have been chilling, but I just said no, I'll be fasting, and it was like a no-brainer. I didn't even really think about it. It's like this
because the fast is more important for you too.
There's 52 weeks in a year, man. Like I can take 4 out. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So, yeah, man. Like there are opportunities for me to fight in Ramadan, but I wouldn't take them. Another reason is like, even if I was say like it was winter time and Ramadan was 3-4 o'clock, and I could fight in the evening 9-10 p.m., it'd still be like hard because people have other things to do. Also, like cutting weight is different as well, because if I'm playing with if I'm water loading or if I'm dieting and all this stuff is hard. You know what I mean? If I'm fasting 18, I don't know, obviously winter will be a lot less. If I'm fasting 12 hours, then I can't even eat a lot. Then everything will be a bit.
So it just conflicts with the whole idea, you know. So it's better to just be off.
Yeah.
All right, and also I just want to ask you.
And I wouldn't really be able to train like how I want to train. You know what I mean? That's
it will be
thing.
more. It will be more.
I wouldn't
be as intense, I guess.
I wouldn't be able to push it as much as I want to.
As much,
in Ramadan,
exactly.
Yeah, man.
Exactly. But I was also wondering. What was I wondering? So by fighting, where do you see yourself in the next 3 years?
Interesting. I'll be a professional, inshallah. Okay, I'm 19 now.
Exactly.
I'm 20 in December. 3 years, I'll be about 23. I would have inshallah, made a name for myself.
Yep.
Yeah, man, there'll be big opportunities, inshallah. Find MMA is a bit different to other sports, because football, you could be the best player in the world, but if the opportunity doesn't come to you, if that scout doesn't see you, you're not going nowhere. You know what I mean? And it's like, this is the thing with football. You rely too much on others. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like you're waiting for headphones.
Hello.
Hello, assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.
Yeah, I'm just listening to your show, and I had a question to ask the brother actually.
Yes, Muhyiddin, there's a question.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. I'm just listening to your show. It seems that you undergo some solid training 6 days a week, mashallah. Just wanted to know how important is spiritual training? How important is it to be to basically? I mean, do you do any spiritual training? Do you do any zikr, or do you do any trying to strengthen your mind up spiritually? I mean, there's one is mental. I'm not talking about mental training, but I'm talking about spiritual training. Is that something that is within your discipline, or is that something that you try to engage? If you can just shed some light on that, please.
I think no matter what you do, for example, like for me when I compete, I don't know if this answers your question, but like I always make sure that I always make dua, you know what I mean? I always make dua for, keep me safe, victory, like dhikr, of course. I always like make sure that I'm in the right place, like whatever I'm doing, I make sure that I stay like true to myself as a Muslim, you know what I mean? Like, for example, I might have done something like so good and then everyone's all praising me, but I've got to make sure that I stay down to earth, you know what I mean? I make sure that I don't get arrogant or stuff like this, and these are things that I pray that Allah keeps me away from arrogance. And yeah, man, if that answers your question.
Okay. Yeah, well, it does to an extent, but I'm talking about like the specific, like for example, you gotta work your biceps, you're gonna do this, you're gonna work your triceps, you're gonna do this, you're gonna work a certain move. This is what you're gonna work on. Like that, there's obviously there's spiritual training that is there as well to make yourself spiritually strong. For example, obviously fasting is part of spiritual training. Abstaining from
Sorry, I can't hear you.
And abstaining from food and stuff. That's also part of your spiritual training. training, but specifically related to your sports. I mean, is it something that you've ever looked into, spiritual training, to make sure? Because I know that a lot of the companions. I said I know that a lot of the companions, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, they would basically do when they would basically practice for battle. They would do certain. They would recite the certain names of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to make them spiritually strong, which would basically help them on the physical battlefield as well. So is that something that you've ever looked into, that discipline?
Okay, no, it's not something I've looked into, but there are like certain things, like I said, like before I fight, I always make dua before I go in, or leading up to the fight. Yeah, always try
just
to
conscious, conscious of.
I always, before I go in, I always before I even make dua, I make sure I do some dhikr. You know what I mean? Like, stay grounded. Remember that I'm just human. You know what I mean? And anything can go anytime.
Yeah. Okay. MashaAllah, Jazakallah. Thank you very much, bro, for your for your show and just listening. Jazakallah.
Thank you very much, bro. Cool, man. Okay. Yeah, so the brother on the line, I think he was just talking about, so before the fight and stuff, you're saying about the dhikr. Dhikr is like just repeating certain names of Allah, so like the most merciful, or the most beneficent, or the reckoner, or you understand? So saying these words may be getting you into some type of zone. So that's what they basically did before. Is that you getting a phone call, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh,
wicked,
man.
So you know what? We'll take a short break, inshallah.
No,
and we'll come back to you in a bit.
Okay.
Call us now on 0208 952 0808 for a free no obligation quotation, or visit our website www.maxwellestates.co.uk for further information. Maxwell Estates, the name you can trust.
With over 25 years experience in the East London area, there's no better firm to rely on than Cameron Adams Century 21 when it comes to properties. Be it lettings, property management or sales, we can assist you to ensure you get the most out of your property. Contact us on 0208 558 2000 for a free, no obligation valuation and watch us do what we do best.
Grab your taste of luxury at Pink's Boutique. Designer brands like Hugo Boss and Armani to keep your style in check. Catering for ladies, men and kids, Pink's Boutique has it all under one roof. And we offer shipping worldwide, so get the look to fit your attitude. Visit us on our website at pinksboutique.co.uk. Remember, that's pnksboutique.co.uk. Or pop into our store at 302 Brentwood Road, Romford, RM2 5TA.
Ramadan FM 2018.
The voice of British Muslims.
European University of Business now offering BA Business Management, MBA with specialisation. Our courses are regulated by UK Quality Assurance Agency and taught in a highly professional environment. Special offer for Ramadan FM 2018 listeners only. Please call on 0203 288 3143. Email info@universityofbusiness.eu.
Solicitors in. You can expect a variety of services from us, ranging from family law, immigration, human rights, money claims, personal injury and many more. We are committed to providing you with the best legal advice suited to your individual circumstances. Drop us a call on 0203 500 8000. Our office is located at 62 Barking Road, East Ham, E6 3BP.
Why spend summer in your room when you can fly off to your dream destination with facilities like car hire and hotel bookings? Well, Flight Masters have got you covered. We offer holiday packages, city breaks and flights at the most reasonable prices with the best provision of services. So why delay? Call us today on 0203 598 9938 or visit our website at www.flightmasters.com.
Do you dream of traveling to those blessed lands where the beloved of Allah was born? Does your heart yearn for Medina, the city of the beloved? If it is your time to experience a spiritual journey words cannot justify, then join us at Sam Travel and Tours and book your Hajj and Umrah packages today. We offer group and tailor-made packages for all your requirements. Based on Romford Road in London, for our last 10 days Umrah package, please call us on 0208 478 8911.
Ramadan FM 2018.
The voice of British Muslims.
MR Accountants provide a full range of accountancy and taxation services, including annual and management accounts, self-assessment, tax returns, VAT, bookkeeping and payroll services to all different types of businesses. With our in-house chartered accountants, you can be guaranteed to save money. Contact us now on 0203 432 9138.
कितनी बार कहा है कि घर को साफ रखा करो। मैं तो थक गई हूँ सफाई कर करके।
उफ, ये कॉकरोच, चूहे, कीड़े मकोड़े घर में घुस आए हैं। कहाँ जाऊँ, किसको बुलाऊं?
माँ, बहन, बीवी और बच्चे, किसी को भी इंसेक्ट्स नहीं लगते हैं ये अच्छे। So don't worry, I'll call City Pest Control. Deal with cockroaches, mice, rats, bed bugs, fleas, flies, all types of insects and rodents. 0203 633 0080 or 0770 279 8808. www.cpestc.com. City Pest Control, large enough to cope, small enough to care. All our technicians are British Pest Control Association qualified and we are regulated by the Royal Society of Public Health.
This Ramadan, visit Al Akbar's for all your meat and poultry needs. We buy only the highest quality meat and are HMC registered. We've got some amazing offers on all our products this Ramadan and we provide free local delivery for all our customers. We also cater for restaurants and large events, so no matter how big or small your order is, Al Akbar's is the name to remember. Visit us now at 51 to 53 Upton Lane, Forest Gate, E7 9PA or call us at 0208 472 5742. Al Akbar's, the name to remember.
Yo, bro! Cuzzy's getting married and I need to get hold of a car.
Yar, I know some boys who know SPM car hire. They got the best cars in town. Rolls Royces, Ranges, Maseratis, Aston Martins. Cause you name it, they got it. With the best prices in town.
Sorted! Looks like I'm going to this wedding in a Range then.
They'll drop off the car and pick you up once you're done. Just give them a ring on 01798 397 916 or visit them online spmhire.com or find them on Instagram.
Looking for meat and groceries? Look no further than Waris Food Store in Walthamstow. Visit the store to view our special Ramadan offers. 420 Hull Street, Walthamstow, E17 9AA. Or for free delivery, call us on 0208 521 0000. We have fresh deliveries of poultry and vegetables every day. Waris Food Store in Walthamstow.
Reliant Solicitors fight to protect your legal rights. Our firm offers a wide range of services including immigration, family law, commercial law, civil litigation, personal injury, landlord and tenant disputes and employment law. Visit us at 602A High Road, 7 Kings, Ilford, IG3 8BU or call 0207 183 5439. Reliant Solicitors, where every client matters.
This is Talksport with Zain. We're back with Muhyiddin Abu Bakr sitting in front of me. So, bro, I want to ask you, what's your favourite food, man?
Chicken burgers.
It's chicken burgers. Which one? The fried ones or the grilled ones?
Fried ones.
The fried ones, yeah? Ah, cool. What's your favourite shop? Where do you get them from usually?
KHF. Stepney Green.
Where's that, Plaster?
No, Stepney Green.
Stepney Green? Wow.
Big burgers. And it's not somewhere I go like regular, but if I had to choose like a chicken burger from somewhere.
Cool. And what do you like? You got a sweet tooth. You like your desserts and stuff.
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah. What's your favourite dessert?
I like milkshakes. I like waffles.
Okay. And where do you go?
Carrot cakes.
Where do you carrot cake? That's a funky one, isn't it? Where's another? So where do you usually get them from?
Like after my last fight, basically every fight, the last 2 weeks, because I'm dieting, I always get like a craving.
Okay.
of a certain food.
So straight after your
So
bout,
it's a-
you're just going, yeah?
Yeah, so like, it's like when women are pregnant, they have
Okay,
a craving. yeah?
exactly.
So it's like that. So like the last 2, I just have like craving of food that I haven't had in like time. So this time it was just like I just had craving for cake. So I bought like I told someone buy me I got a red velvet cake.
Okay.
Got a carrot cake, and it's like it was done in like a few days. So
And a whole cake?
Yeah, basically.
Wow.
Yeah,
Mashallah.
I just got
So you do have a sweet tooth, right?
Yeah,
So
proper.
where do you usually go for dessert and stuff?
anywhere, man. Any dessert shop around here after.
Or creams or whatever.
I used to work in creams, so.
Okay,
like
cool,
I'm a
man. Which
bit
one do you used to work in?
Gants Hill.
Really? I think you look really familiar because I live right near there. I think I may have seen
It was
you.
a while ago. It was like 2 years ago.
Yeah,
but
a few
yeah,
years
man.
ago. As a 16, 17 year old, yeah?
16, 17 years, something like that.
Okay,
yeah.
cool. And what, you found it good, yeah?
Just got sick of it, man.
Got sick of it?
Yeah.
But eating too many sweet stuff?
Yeah, man. In the summer holiday, I just come back from holiday and then got a job there, and then it's like,
Can't do it.
Yeah.
Can't hack it. Okay, cool, man. You know, with MMA, if you weren't doing MMA and you had to pursue a career, what would it be and why would it be that?
I thought about this myself, and it's hard to answer. But so as a kid, I wanted to be a footballer.
Okay.
That dream's long gone.
And who was your favorite sports star?
Like favorite footballer was probably Ronaldo, Rooney.
Cristiano,
yeah, Man U days, innit?
Oh, exactly, yeah.
But I think now, obviously, because like I've trained, and for me it would be like I'd still want to do something in sports, so maybe coach or like something in sports. But if it was like completely out of sports, probably a bit random, but probably be a firefighter.
Okay. And why would it be that?
I don't know, man. It's like something physical, but it's got like it's something good, you know what I mean? And it's like I think it's underappreciated as well.
Yeah, as civil servants, you always see the police.
The police get all the credit.
And
The hospital get all the credit. The doctors,
pediatrics,
but like these guys are like legit saving lives, like every day. Like every fire you save the guy from burning to death. You know what I mean? So.
Or you save people who stuck, or you know.
Yeah, that like I would like want like the proper, not like the saving cats from trees. I'm talking like the.
Oh yeah.
Proper,
okay, you would want full on
proper.
physical. Just all right.
Yeah.
And what do you call it? When's your next bout?
September 29th.
And for all people listening, bout is your fight.
Yeah.
So you got in 22nd of September, you said?
29th of September.
29th of September this year.
Yeah.
And you know who you're fighting against?
No, I'm just waiting for now.
Okay.
Yeah. I know where I'm gonna be fighting, hopefully, but I'm just waiting on. They're looking right now.
Okay.
So.
And you know where the venue's gonna be?
It'll be in Colchester.
Colchester, Essex.
Yeah.
That's it. Ready?
I will be.
Inshallah.
Inshallah.
And okay, so you're saying about your last fight. Your last fight was it in Troxy?
No. It was in Brentford.
In Brentford.
Yeah, okay. North London.
And how did it go?
Alhamdulillah, I won.
And how did you win?
First round submission.
Okay. And how many rounds do you fight for?
In kickboxing days, I did fight 3 rounders. I fought 5 rounders as well.
Okay.
That fight was meant to be a 5 rounder, but then my opponent pulled out, and then his teammate stepped in, and they were saying, too short notice for 5 rounders, so make it a 3 rounder. So I said, okay, but ideally it should have been a 5 rounder.
And usually, how many minutes do you fight for?
So in the kickboxing days, I used to fight 2-minute rounds.
And these ones are
3-minute rounds.
Okay.
And then at professional, it's 5-minute rounds.
5 minutes, wow. How do you find MMA in general? And why did you start it? I already asked you that question. But what element of MMA did you proceed in? Because I know this, that you got Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, you got Taekwondo.
Yeah, you got a bit of just a mix of everything kind of thing. So.
And what did you learn, and what do you usually stick to when you fight?
So when I started training, I kind of started like training everything. Like, so I was always grappling, I was always striking. You know, I was doing everything, a bit of everything. So, like, alhamdulillah, now it's like, there's no, like some fighters you see, if you take them down, it's like a big hole in their game. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, so alhamdulillah, I don't really have that big hole in my game because I've been training everything for so long. But I think with my kickboxing experience, like I could like to keep standing. But I can grapple and I can submit guys. Yeah, I can do it all. But like for me, it's more. I don't like to think too much about the opponent, but sometimes you find like you gotta find where you're gonna make the fight easiest for yourself.
So like, for example, you see this opponent doing the same kind of things, and then you maneuver.
Yeah. So for example, me, like a lot of people see me as a striker, as a kickboxer.
Okay.
Ideally, my base. Yeah.
Yes.
But that doesn't mean that I just want to kickbox and I always want to. There's nothing wrong with me. Like if I see a guy, he might not even be that good of a kickboxer himself, but I know if I take him down, it's an easy fight for me, and that's what I'll do. So I don't have to always look at my strength. I can always look at his weaknesses as well and exploit that rather than just play to my strengths. If you know what I'm saying.
So it's basically going to his weaknesses,
Yeah.
tapping at that, and making it
and making sure everywhere for me is a strength. You know what I mean? Making sure that I'm alright everywhere. So whenever there's a weakness to exploit, I'm ready to exploit it.
Okay, so that's fine. Have you ever boxed?
No, I haven't competed boxing now.
And do a lot of people use boxing in MMA?
Yeah, there's a lot of guys that like. There's some guys you will never see them throw a kick while it's on the feet. They'll just punch. They'll just box. Yeah.
Okay. And do you think it's necessary to use your whole body? Because they say that when you kickbox, you're like a solid rectangle, and when you box, you're like an inverted pyramid, meaning that you're weak from the legs and you're strong from the upper body. Whilst when you kickbox or you do your MMA, your strengths are throughout.
I think everything's got its strengths and weaknesses. I think it's okay, like if you just want to box and you never want to kick, there's nothing wrong with that. But you also, another thing is you got learning like something. So say I'm a boxer and who never kicks.
Okay.
But you need to learn about kicking to defend kicking as well. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So like a wrestler, there's some guys who never go for a takedown in their life, but they have to wrestle and they have to train wrestling to make sure to understand wrestling and to defend takedowns. You know what I mean? So sometimes it works both ways. It's not just for offensive.
So
Yeah.
so you have to look at defensive as well as offensive.
Yeah, sometimes.
That's what you're saying.
Yeah, sometimes people like I said, like there's guys that throughout their whole career you'll never see them go for a takedown, but it doesn't mean that they're not gonna train wrestling throughout. You know what I mean? Because they have to know how to wrestle in order to defend takedowns and use it to extend their feet.
100%, definitely. But one thing I want to ask you is that a lot of fighters, we see them in the corner. For example, when you see boxing, you see the Amir Khan. You said, you mentioned before previously when you had a caller that you do your dua, and you think dua is very important when it comes to your fight and coming up to your fight and stuff. I was saying, how important do you think? I know Salah is compulsory and is mandatory. You should do it 5 times a day. How important for yourself do you think Salah is? And are you, meaning, do you get, for example, if you miss a Salah, do you think something bad is going to happen in that sense?
I don't miss a Salah, alhamdulillah. But
Inshallah.
how important is it?
Yeah, for yourself, but personally, because everyone has their own kind of levels of importance.
It's like Salah is Salah, you know what I mean? So there's no two ways about it. So there's no making excuses for it. Salah's got to be done. It's like the most important thing. So you don't really try to compromise other things for Salah.
100%.
Don't work Salah around work your day around Salah, you know what I mean? So if you go to work, yeah, make sure you know when you're gonna go pray Salah. Yeah, man, it's just,
it should be something that's put within our day.
Yeah, by default.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Ramadan, you said you got college, are you still looking to train?
Literally, my exams just finish on like 15th, so like the last day or possibly Eid. So
of June?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's a bit hard for me. But if I wasn't, I would be training, yeah. I'd probably be training right now.
And for summer and stuff, do you go to any summer type of camp, or do you upkeep?
Yeah, last year, alhamdulillah, I went to Thailand for a month.
Oh, mashallah.
Yeah,
how was it?
It was very nice. It's like when I come back 2 weeks later, I had a fight, so it was good preparation for me. So I basically did my camp abroad.
Because in Thailand they got their Thai boxing, haven't they?
Yeah, they got Muay Thai. They've got everything. They've got a bit of everything. They've got everything there. Yeah, man. Inshallah, hopefully do the same again for my next fight.
And you're looking
September 29th.
Where are you looking to go to then?
Probably go back to Thailand.
To Thailand?
Yeah.
Okay, whereabouts in Thailand did you say?
Phuket.
Phuket, okay.
Yeah.
And how did you find it?
It's nice, man. Everything, like, even besides the training, like...
There's a lot of Muslim people in Phuket, aren't they?
Yeah, in Thailand, the more south you go, the more Muslims. And, like, it's like... It's just off the border to Malaysia as well. So, like, it's like an 8-hour drive to Malaysia. Obviously, it's got a lot of Muslims, so... Yeah.
And the facilities and stuff, how do you find them?
Very good, man. Like, where I was, so it was like, there was like a lot of foreigners there. So there was a lot of, even the coaches, so there was like an American coach for wrestling. There was a Brazilian guy for Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. There was the Thai people for the Muay Thai.
For the Muay Thai.
Yeah, and like, they had a bit of everything, you know what I mean?
And did you go yourself or did you go with
I went with my dad.
Okay.
But yeah, I was just basically just training pretty much. Like,
every day?
Yeah, everyone, like, most people would on holiday would be doing other things, but I was just there for training, so it's like a bit hard for my dad because I was just training and he was just kind of like waiting for me to come back from the next session. And we'd do something a little bit chill, but it was pretty much mainly just training.
And it was a good experience, you're saying, yes?
Yeah, very
Something
good.
that you definitely repeat again?
Yeah, definitely. That's what I'm repeating in the summer, inshallah.
Okay, wicked. That's really good to hear, man.
Yeah.
So, in your in your personal life, in your friend circle, is there anyone else participating in sports or in combat sports?
Yeah, like there's guys that I train with that I see like outside of, like, for example, there's like some people that I train with that go to my college, or really I'm not, like, I don't go out too much. Like, if I don't go out, the only time I'll go out is like to go eat, like, but other than that, I don't really
you don't go out.
Yeah, I don't do nothing.
Socialize if you don't really need to.
Yeah, my thing's like, I'll be at home, or I'll be at, like, if I go college, I'll come home. I'm just be waiting to go training, and then once I'm training, I'm coming home.
And to eat, maybe.
Yeah, but if like someone says, "Oh, let's go out to eat," that's something different. But in terms of going out, just chilling, cinema, I'm not. I just really ain't got time for it, man.
You ain't got no time. So, what do you advise Muslim brothers and sisters out there who are doing this? I'm not saying it's something negative, but I guess because you're so busy in your life and what you're doing, for example, you're training, and then obviously you're saying you got obviously salahs there as well.
Yeah.
So you got your salah, you got your training, then you got your education as well. With all of them in play, there's not really much you can do out of that.
And it's not only about time as well. It's like, I'd rather be doing other things. I'd rather be training. That's another thing. You know what I mean?
Because it's more beneficial, I guess.
Yeah.
In the long run.
So for me, it's like time's one thing, like, but even then, it's like, even if I did have time, it's like, I'd rather not just go out for no reason. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I'd rather do something useful. And it's just, yeah, but just making use of your time in it, because you never know when your time's up.
100%. Okay. So one of the last questions I'm going to ask you: how are your family's reaction to you participating in MMA, and what do they say? Also, and what do they think of you participating in the future?
I was waiting for this question. Yeah, like, alhamdulillah, my family's all supportive.
Okay.
So ideally, like, my mum was the one that wanted me to start training in the first place.
Really? And what was the reason for that, if you don't mind me asking?
Just fighting too much and getting into too much trouble.
So because of your troublemaking, your
and a lot of people were looking at it in a way like, oh, why are you taking him?
It's going to make him worse.
Yeah, he's doing X, Y, and Z, and you want him to carry on. Like, he's always fighting. What, you want him to learn to fight? He's going to be even, like, dangerous. Dangerous. So everyone's like looking at it from a negative standpoint. But but my mom looked at it from another perspective, and but now it's like she wanted me to train, but I didn't think she realized it was gonna get this serious, you know what I mean?
So it became this serious, and I guess now, as mothers do, they have the instinct, and they
now,
don't really
like,
want you to fight, do they?
Yeah, things are different to how they were, like, 9 years ago, whatever. So, like, my mom just wanted me to train, but it wasn't like, it got to a point, like, after I had my first fight, I was like, nah, I need to take this serious. I need to train proper.
So was it like you started training and then you enjoyed it, so that's why you started it, or was it someone told you in your gym that led you to do it?
So I was training from about 10. I wasn't really serious about it. It was just like once in a while. I'll go once a week, and even then, it's like mom would wake me up on a Saturday morning. I'll be like, oh no, I'd rather sleep. So it was one of them. Like, obviously, as a kid, there was no discipline. So I didn't really want it like that. There was nothing for me to chase, you know what I mean?
Okay.
So, even like, so and then when I was about 14, so after about 4 years of training, but it wasn't like, people think 4 years is a long time, but it wasn't 4 years of
consistent,
disciplinary
training 6 days a week, was more like on and off kind of.
Yeah, and it wasn't 4 years of training with the mindset of I'm gonna fight. Like if somebody came today in the gym and he's saying, oh, I want to start MMA and I'm looking to compete, and he's training for 2 years, he's got the mindset of, oh, I want to fight. So he's training like he wants to fight. Me, I wasn't really training like that, and I was just training as a kid.
It went along.
And then a fight came along, and then I was like, okay, yeah, I don't mind. And then I started training a little bit more.
And got a bit more serious when you saw this.
And then when I fought, then after I was like, I want to do it. Like I want to train proper and I want to fight proper. And that's when like I was training more, fighting more. And then since about, and when I say it went proper serious, was about say 2016. Like I was just competing so much, and last year I competed as much as I could. But yeah, man, that's when I was like proper competing.
And what's your family's outlook on that?
And now it's like, obviously, my mom, it's just one of those, she supports me, but you know, she'd rather I did something else. If it was in the dream world, she'd rather I worked in an office or something.
Or become a doctor.
Yeah, that's the standard one.
That's the standard one, isn't it?
Yeah, but she doesn't mind. I still do it. She doesn't mind me doing it. Like she prays for me. She wishes me, of course. Supports me with anything I need. But yeah, it's not like how it was. Her mindset is still positive to some extent, but it's different, innit? It's different now. So, but my dad, he's alright with it. He's always come to my fights. He always supports me.
Okay, so that's what I was gonna ask as well. So he comes to the fights and stuff. Your mum come to the fight in bouts?
She used to, like,
when it was a smaller kind of bouts.
Yeah. Like when I used to fight on the mats and stuff when it was small, but now it's like, nah, she doesn't, and I'm happy she doesn't, because I see like what it does to other people. I see like how much pressure it puts on my dad, my uncles, my cousins, like men, you know what I mean? So I was like, just stay away from that.
Yeah, no, 100%.
I rather, like, my mom, she's just at home and she's just waiting for the phone call. Muhi won, Muhi lost. She just waits for the phone call, and it's better that way, because too much pressure.
No unnecessary pressure. Exactly.
Yeah,
it feels like people said, like, when I used to have bouts and stuff for boxing, they used to say that when you're in the ring, it's more pressure for them outside.
Yeah, definitely. And even like when my friends are fighting, my teammates,
you get like, that, you feel that.
Yeah, I feel for like me, like I don't get nervous. Like if people see when I fight, like I just go to the cage or the ring and I just, like, I'm just calm. And there's nothing, there's nothing to it for me. You know what I mean? It's like, it's just like this, like my nerves are like this now. How I am now is just how I am when I'm in there and going there. So, but when somebody I know, and that's because I know, like,
you're in control.
Yeah, I'm in control.
That's
you know
the thing.
what I mean?
100%.
Like if I want to punch him, I will punch him. If you know what I mean, if I want to step that way, I'm gonna. But on the outside,
you can't control.
Yeah, man.
So
He can listen to me when I shout or something, but I can't make him do what I want him to do. You know what I mean? And this is the thing: when things are out of your control, you don't really. Yeah, it's not the same, man.
Yeah,
and
you feel more helpless, I guess.
Yeah, definitely, man. And I think that's how everyone is, even with me. Like, so me, I know I'm in total control, but the people watching, they're not in control.
Of you.
So it's like an ongoing cycle. Someone's always going to be feeling that like feeling of,
or that pressure.
Yeah, someone's going to be feeling it. And yeah, so my family, they're there. My dad, my uncles, my cousins, my friends, but I try to keep the women away, man, because it's just not nice.
It doesn't help. Yeah, I know. It puts unnecessary pressure, I guess.
Yeah, because like I see my mom, like say if I've got a fight today in the morning, I'll say bye like when I'm about to leave, and it's like she'll wish me well and that, but I can see there's a bit of, like, you know, fear. Yeah, you know what I mean. Especially the game I'm in, so
anything can go wrong.
Yeah. So they do worry more than they need to, and I tell them, look, don't worry. Like, even if, say, God forbid, if I got knocked out, it's okay. I just tell, you know what I mean? So, but of course, mother's not gonna forget, like, just think of it like that. So, yeah, man. Okay. Like, yeah, everyone's cool with it, but I just try to keep certain people away. Yeah,
definitely. So, but the main thing is that you enjoy your sport, and that you want to progress with it in the future, inshallah, and stay up on it, and basically portray yourself as an ambassador for Muslims,
inshallah.
Right? So that's the way forward, inshallah, Muhyiddin.
Inshallah.
So this was Talk Sport with Zain and Muhyiddin.
Assalamu alaikum. Thank you for tuning in.
Thank you very much. Last thing I want to note was that we have a donation goal for £50,000. We've got recognised by Ofcom as a radio station FM, and what we're lacking is the equipment. So if you could be really generous enough in this month, inshallah, just to raise some money. Our number is 07840 551 119. That's our donation hotline, 07840 551 119, and donate anything that you would like, and that would help us, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.